Hello and welcome back to my channel. For anyone who's new, my name is Olivia, and today's video starts the second year of the Wrapunzel membership Scarf of the Month revisit. Now, starting off this year on a high note, oh my gosh, this month's Scarf of the Month is this absolutely gorgeous rainbow scarf. Now, I am going to check on the site and see if this one made it into the signature collection like the soft red did. But it is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I love starting off the year with a bright and colorful scarf. It's very, very, very soft and flowy, and it feels really good. If you don't have a signature, I suggest getting one because they're just so pretty. And you have the tassels. Now the accessory that came with this is pretty too. This here is this nice French clip. And if this looks familiar, I like to say I thought so too when revisiting at the time. I was like, oh my gosh, this is pretty. But then when I pulled out today's set, I went, that looks familiar. Something similar came out in the winter collection, I believe, of 2021, and that's this one. It's slightly different, but same basic principle. I just thought I'd show it to you. These are still available as of this moment, but limited. But this is the one that came with the set, and it's so pretty. It is so pretty. This one I'm actually going to be pairing with the plaid scarf that I have. So I think it's kind of cool. All right, now, as a bonus for rejoining the membership, Wrapunzel sent this gorgeous, gorgeous set out. It's like a bonus set. That's what I call it when I first filmed it. It's this stunning red scarf. It has these pretty spots in the center, and on the ends, it has a line of flowers. It's so pretty. Nice and sparkly and amazing. Now I will say this is a different texture. It's almost the texture of the silk scarf that I worked with last month. That I worked with in the last video. But it's a little bit more slippery. Not super slippery. It's not something that I struggled with when wrapping with it, but it's a different texture than some of the other ones. But it's, again, just a huge rectangle, and on the ends it has the little floofs instead of tassels. And the second piece to this was an amazing 5-strip sari sash. Mine happened to look like this. I'm sure all of them were different, but coordinating with the scarf. So it has greens and it has reds and pinks and yellows. It's just so bright and vibrant. Now, I do think that this would have made these 3 scarves together, would have made one heck of a cool kit. Just an over-the-top rainbow happy kit. So that's what inspired today's look. I thought with this set, with this grouping of scarves, that it was the perfect time to pull out my Christopher John Rogers dress that I got at Target. Oh my gosh. I was so happy to get this one, and to pull out some really crazy fun makeup. It's over the top. It's not for everybody's tastes, but I just feel it today with the sunshine outside, my cat sleeping here. I won Battle of the Velvet this morning. Yep, Micah and I have been battling over the velvet that I'm making caps out of, but this little dude, 1 to me, 0 to him. So that'll change by the end of the day, by the way. So I'm feeling extra good today. Nobody threw up. Nobody did anything stupid. So yay! Feeling bright and colorful. Okay, now that I've gotten all of that out, let's get to the wrapping portion. I'm wearing my Wendy. This one is a fully stuffed Wendy. It's the one I wore in my Shaper review from last year. I have not modified it in any way. No floofs out. So, and just for everybody's information, this weighs 3.5 ounces. Looks like it would weigh a lot more, but 3.5 ounces. Okay. Now I'm going to start out with wrapping with the January scarf of the month. And I've been doing a lot of turbans because I'm just really loving those. And with this color, I think that would be the best style to do. So I'm just going to continue with that. I'm going to try out something a little different to see if I can do it, but we shall see. I'm not doing pleats. I do a lot of pleated wraps with rainbow color scarves. I don't know, I wanted to change it up today. So I'm going to put this on. One short, one long end, and I'm tying it on straight across. When I crisscross in the back, I am so not tying a knot. I am taking the short tail and crossing it over the long tail, like so. Now, when I bring these up, fold this. I could just gather it if I wanted to, totally just gather it, but I think I'm going to fold it like so. And the same over here. I just wanted this tail long enough that when I folded it in, I could bring it up and tie a knot here. So take these, bring them up, do an adjustment to spread this out because I don't want octopus head. No octopus head. Okay. Same here. And what I'm going to do is cross this short tail in front and pull this down. Now I have this little short tail in the front. Adjust, adjust, adjust. Because the scarf did not get the note, it did not get the memo that we are not octopus heading today. So I have to adjust. Okay. Now this piece has all these little fringes. I am going to get them to lay underneath of the long piece. It's going to take me a minute to get it correct, but I did get them underneath. I'm going to flip this around. I'm going to bring it back over, and I'm tucking just over here. This piece, I am going to open up just a little bit, bringing it around the knot. And I'm tucking. Now, I see that I don't really like, as I'm doing this, I see that I don't really like the way that this looks, just kind of popping out over the top. So I can grab this guy here. If you like it, leave it. If you don't, you can do this. I'm going to adjust again. All of these little tiny tidbits, I'm going to put them in. And I'm going to spread this out. So I have this completely covered. There's the little original knot piece right there. I don't really feel like seeing that. So I'm covering that up. And I'm taking the tail, I'm rolling it. And it's hard to see, but I'm going to roll it and stuff it in the back pocket right here. You can see this pocket here. This is just getting rolled and loosely stuffed, so that you get this really cool design up there. And you do get to see a lot of the colors. It's not all pleat-tastic, but you get a couple of just random fun pleats. And it's so rainbow-licious. Now, I'm going to add in the clip. I would typically just leave it alone, but I can add in the clip right here. Oops. And I can drop it in my face. And just reach through. Okay, my friend, don't damage my scarf. This is almost like a little tiara right up front. So, there we go. And we have a really cute accessory, just to be over the top extra. Digging it, I'm digging it. Let me put these back here, and so I can give you a look at the back. Okay. Now, I'm gonna take this off. Squish, squish, squish. Put that down. And I'm going to wrap with the kit. Now I'm going to do something simple. Maybe it's like an angled turban style. Again, I can't see having, with this collar, I can't see having dangling pieces. This reminds me of one of those Elizabethan ruffs. And yeah, I can't see having dangling parts. Except maybe a small veil, but then again it would crush the ruff, so maybe not. Okay. I think at the very end I'm going to do something with all three together and see if I can work that out. I think that would be so cool. So this may be a little bit of an extra long video, because do 3 wraps. But what I think I'm going to do, and I say think because it may not work out well, I'm going to tie this on like so with equal tails. Just going to tie it on straight across. No need to fuss with an angle on the first tie. And I can see already it's off center. So there we go. I am tying this in a knot because this is a little bit slipperier than the other. Just like so. Now I'm going to take my sari sash and I'm going to figure out which color piece I want at the front. I think I want this big bit of floral at the front. And I'm going to try to get it on at an angle, even Steven. Like I just messed that up. Oops. Sorry. Let's see if we can do this. Even Steven. One underneath. I don't need to. I probably should, but I'm not going to tie this one. What I can do, and this is something I've talked about before, is reach through the knot back here. And provided I tie this knot really well, you see a pocket here. I can pull the tail that's going over to the left side through that knot. Okay, and then cinch the red tail. So that sort of gives me a little grippy, a little hold on it without actually having to tie that second knot. Okay. All right, so this is what I have. I'm going to start on my right side, and I'm going to bring it up at an angle, leaving some of that red showing, that front red scarf. And I'm just tucking in, finding that pocket. Harder to do with a sari of any kind, but I'm finding that pocket and I'm stuffing it in. Okay, here we are. Then I'm coming to the left side. I'm going to do the same thing with the bringing up, but I need to fold this into thirds first. There you are. Folding this into thirds. And when I'm bringing it up, I'm bringing it up right along here, so it will cover up this bit here. Okay. And I'm just going to find a place to tuck it in the back. Okay. Just like so. All right, now I'm going back to the original side. And let's see if we can turn this correct side up. Fold in. And then I'm going to bring up towards the back. I really want to be able to see some of this sari scarf on this side. It did a little roll up, so I just fixed that. And I'm tucking. Same thing with the last piece. Bringing it up towards the back, over, and tucking. Now I am thankful to this particular scarf for giving me a few pleats here and a few pleats here, so that it goes with the whole effect of the pleated look of the sari scarf. It's kind of cool. Now I don't like the way that looked, so I'm going to pull and tuck. Okay. Now this one did not have an accessory besides. This one did not have an accessory. The sash is considered an accessory, even though awesome. Here we go. But it didn't have a clip or a pin or anything like that. So this is totally the look. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. So, okay, now we're going to be extra. And we're going to put them all three together. And I will say, if I were just wearing the red and the black, I would have done a different makeup to go with this dress, because I still think that this kind of is cool together. But I'm going to do a 3 scarf zigzag. And I'm going to start with the rainbow scarf. Okay, now, bear in mind, this will be heavy. It's going to be a heavy wrap. It's not going to be one that I will wear all day. I will be taking it down after this and probably just wearing the fun rainbow scarf today. But as an experiment and for a fancy kind of style that you, how do I explain this? It's kind of like shoes. We'll go that way. We all have that hour limit. You know, we all know the schedule of our shoes. Some shoes are all day shoes. Some shoes are a couple of hours shoes. Some are just for work shoes. Like you get maybe 6-8 hours out of them. Some are the shoes that you just get 1 hour and that's it. That's for that ultra super special, hey, here are my shoes. I showed up and I'm leaving. And then you have the ones that are just boudoir shoes. They're just really pretty to strike a pose and take a photo. You don't even stand in them. There's a schedule of shoes. The scarves are the same way. You have, and I think this goes back to one of the things I wish I would have known when I first started wrapping, because I was jumping into these big heavy wraps and then being stuck in them for hours. And it's like, no, I need to rewrap this. So you find the nearest ladies' room and you just take that stuff off and redo it. And you get one scarf. So I hope I explained that really well. But that was one of those things I really wish I would have known, instead of having to go out and, you know, spending an entire day out and about with a 3 and 4 scarf crazy headdress on that was only meant to be worn for a couple of hours to a special occasion. So if anybody finds that helpful, at least I hope somebody finds that helpful. All right. Now, also along those lines is when you're first starting out, your neck probably isn't ready for all of that, and that causes other issues with neck pain and headaches and all of that. So yeah, when you're first starting out, work your way up to those bigger wraps like I'm about to do. All right, I think I'm going to fold this so this blue portion is in the front, this portion here. And it kind of doesn't matter so much because if it doesn't cover all the scarf, if the scarf does not wrap and cover all of the shaper, it's not a big to-do because I'm putting on more scarves, and the likelihood of it actually hanging out after wrapping all of the scarves is pretty nil. I am putting it on even Steven. I will put this one on at an angle because you can see this. Oh, that's so pretty. And I'm putting it on this side to balance out the greeny blue on this side. So there is method to my madness. I'm going to give this a tie in the back. Okay, now I'm going to be taking my friend the red and going the opposite. I'm going to find the outside of this. Okay. And I'm going to fold this a little bit more too, so that I don't have that awkward knot in the back. Even Steven, opposite direction. And you see in the front, my shaper is showing a little bit. I'll fix that in a minute. Okay. Underneath. And I'm also going to tie a knot here, but I'm tying it above the other one so that the first knot is down here, the second knot is up here. Okay. Now I just dropped that on the floor. No good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this back just a bit, and I'm going to fix this. Gently pulled it forward. And then I'm going to fix this one. Okay. Okay. There we go. Give this one a little bit of a tug. Okay. Now it looks like I'm being extra violent with it. I'm really not being when I'm tugging. I'm not pulling it super tight. And now I'm going to take this beauty and I'm going to tie it on this side at the opposite angle, same angle as the blue. And I think I'm going to put it on in this direction so you get a hint of those flowers at the front, but it's not so overwhelming. Again, same, even Steven. And I'm going to do all right, here we go. Reach down through both. I'm going to stuff a tail down through both in the back and come out on the bottom. It takes a minute to get it, a little bit of practice. Okay. And then I'm going to take this one and just go through the top knot and come out. So it's secure without being having too many knots back there. Good. I hope that was really visible with the frill and stuff. So that's what it looks like. Okay. Last one it tied on was over here. Now what I can do is bring this red tail up. I think that might make this lay nicer. Just a bit. Yeah, I gotta bring these two tails up through the hole because I should have gone underneath on the side and I didn't. Yeah, so there we go. Okay. Since the last scarf angle was on this side, on my right, I'm going to start on the left, bringing up. Now I'm going to start with the rainbow scarf, which is the first scarf I put on. And that will give me that really cool zigzaggy style. Or zigzaggy alternating scarf style. Let's see if we can get this to lay nicely so that it's not a hot mess when we bring it up. Okay. Okay, my friend. Bringing it up, making sure to leave some of that red showing. Bringing this around. I'm going to tuck it in the top knot right here as best I can. Just like so. Okay. Moving back to the side, I'm going to be going with the red. So move this one down. Fold in, bring up and over. Okay. Tuck away. This doesn't matter because we have more scarves to bring up. Now I'm going to bring up our friend here, the sari. Because I want it to be a little bit different, I'm going to fold in that first bit, bring it up with the second strip. So you have a smaller flower here and a different flower here. Okay, again, tucking in. Adjusting as needed. Okay. Blue scarf. Blue scarf. Rainbow scarf at the side. Brought up. Just like so. Okay. Last one on each side. I'm just giving it a twist to make it easier to tuck away. Tucking, tucking. Checking. Making sure there's no wonky bits in the back. I don't want it to be awkward. Okay. Last strip here. Pulling it up. And just twisting and tucking. All right. I'm digging it. It's a bit over the top. It's a bit extra. And I've got the crisscrosses going going back and forth, but I think I can adjust this. I wasn't paying attention to where the crisscrosses were landing, but I'm thinking I like it. It's wonky, but you know what? I'm leaving it because I like it, at least for the next 5 minutes. All right, I'm hoping the back looks really good. I would fix it if I were wearing this style out of the house. I would totally fix it and make sure it's spot on perfect. I'm not, so go and show you the back. All right, I hope everyone has a wonderful day. I will stop here and then show you my whole ensemble after I find a pair of really pretty earrings to put on with this. And I will show you the entire thing. See you in the next video. So I am absolutely feeling extra today in my ensemble. This is the dress that was available at Target by designer Christopher John Rogers. If you haven't checked him out, do, because he has some spectacular designs. This one has this really beautiful high neckline, and it kind of reminds me of an Elizabethan ruff, where it's today. I've put it with these really beautiful fun earrings. I never wear them. I'm not a really big hoop person, but it's yellow and white, with polka dots, you know, really cool, awesome, over the top. Oh my gosh, look. So I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.